All right, we just gonna hope we don't get copywritten. What's up, y'all? Hope everybody's doing good. Let's get into it. New album out now.
Hey, we gotta have an honest conversation about this if we gonna move forward. You gotta stop hating. You know you've been hating. You gotta cut that out. Back on the west, I turned 9 into 70. Drinking again, cause my life, it was heavy. We don't got no problems.
Shout out to the garbage men. Shout out to the garbage men.
I don't got no enemy. Shots some
and women out there.
my problems to chase it with Hennessy. Only see what I wish you perceive. Better for me if you see me as weak. I'm up in van, but she sleepy at 3. She rubbing the lamp like a genie release. Mafia
not gonna be on here long.
like Genevieve, you see. So you gotta watch how you speaking to me. Killing my ego, I'm seeing it bleed.
Few things to talk about, then I'm gonna get up out your way.
Still wanna text her, she should be with me. I was the one with impossible dreams. I had to fight like I'm Rocky to reach. Night I would cry out to God in my sleep. Like, is this really all you want me to be? Hey.
You ever felt like that? Where you're wondering, is this all God has in store for you?
No, you gotta make that right.
I know what that feels like.
No, you gotta make that right. No, you gotta make that right. Yeah. I cannot sleep last night. No, you gotta make that right. No, I gotta make that right. This life is never really. No, you gotta make that right.
Yo, I'm a fan of my music. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of my music first. I'm a fan. I really feel like I create something that will stand the test of time. You know what I mean? I study the game. You're not going to hear some of these melodies. You're not going to hear some of the things that I'm saying. People will catch it, though. People will catch it when they catch it.
So you gotta make that right. So you gotta make that right. Was rolling up a forest. I cannot sleep last night. So
I'm going to do a little bit of the second verse.
Gotta make that right. So I gotta make that right. Did my dirt, I was solo, ain't spoke about it. Tables turn like a wheel with a spoke that wobble when they.
Come on, bro. Did my dirt, I was solo, ain't spoke about it. Tables turn like a wheel with a spoke that wobble. Come on, man. Come on. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
This they gon' say they was joking about it. Take the guap, judo, flip it. I know karate. Labels plotting nefariously for artists. Watch what you share if it's people watching. Coffee spilled, you get left bleeding through the carpet. We evolve like Pokemon reading Darwin.
We evolve like Pokemon reading Darwin. Come on, man. All right, we back. Got a couple topics. Cenat, and you know, man, this whole streaming thing, I like it. It's fun, but it's a little depressing when you see somebody like I was moving around on YouTube, and you go to some of these people's pages who used to drop music or who used to do certain things, and it's like, dang, all they doing is reaction videos. It's a little bit depressing, I'm not gonna lie.
But now I don't want her if she with another artist. Left her bra in the car when I drop her off. Her way of attempting to stay in thought. Shoot her shot like she Angel or Caitlin Clark. At the bar till they pay me and then I'm gone. Temptation, but still I'm a rolling stone. Fight my demons like calling the Holy Ghost. They don't see it, you gotta just go alone. This life is never really what you thought it would be. Admit, I guess I thought that you were always with me. Was rolling up a forest, I was lost in the trees. I guess they never tell you what the cost it would be.
A Reminism out now. Cenat releases the Mafiathon 3 final chapter trailer. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike. I've been real paranoid about that lately, but let's check it out. Let's check it out.
It's been a hell of a year, right?
Definitely was.
Every goal, every achievement, new properties, streaming university. To every motherfucker that doubted us, I tell you what. Cheers, fellas. To us.
To Taiwan.
You know what really has to be spoken on? In a time where, to the mainstream in America, on one end, you got black people being dissed. Trump talking about changing the Smithsonian to not reflect slavery. You get on social media, get on TikTok, get on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, and it's people being racist, just like it's normal. Mainstream, I like my new word is mainstreamers. Mainstreamers, just like their ancestors, just waking up hating on us, hating on us, hating on us, hating on us. But what Kai Cenat and AMP are doing for just the optics of things is great. I think this trailer is interesting. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, mafia influence. I haven't watched the whole thing, but yeah, that has to be saluted. I believe, okay, I don't really respect a lot of what the entertainment industry does, but I think what Kai Cenat has done should be counted as Black history, man. Like what Speed is doing should be, even though I believe that they are all very highly controlled by the same powers that be that are pushing these stereotypes in the music industry, you know, it is inspiring. You can't deny that it's got to be inspiring to not just young Black people everywhere, but just people, period. It's got to be inspiring. So I think that you know, seeing these guys go out, you would swear it's Michael Jackson or something like that, depending on where they are. So, you know, I gotta salute that.
Ni hao. The mafia. Oh my God! He's back! He shot everyone! He even shot my cameraman! What the fuck, boy? I think you said you handle that!
Yo, that was you good, Mud? You good, Mud? That was I gotta say, the production value on this stuff is amazing. Production value is amazing.
I think, bro. He's coming! Blitz him! Frey, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Gentlemen.
Get it, Michael B. Jordan, though. I thought it was gonna be Duke.
Pleasure seeing y'all again. Y'all got a fan? What's going on? So how was that?
That was pretty good. I feel like I could have done better a little bit.
It's one of those things, the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, man, so this is really the last Mafiathon?
The last one.
Last one ever.
It's interesting, too, because I don't know the whole history of Kai Cenat. You know, I've done certain research. But it is interesting how, I won't say easily, but how he's sort of just been assimilated into mainstream entertainment culture. Like, we just accept that Kai Cenat and Michael B. Jordan doing a professionally filmed collaboration is just something that is natural at this point. I definitely, like I said, I believe a lot of these streamers are controlled, but the optics are cool. Now more than ever, we have access to, I mean, shoot, I'm on here with my trash computer camera, you know. Now more than ever, the average person has access to the means of production to really make themselves millions. And I think that is what Kai Cenat and these streamers are showing us, you know. You can make it from the crib more than ever.
Ever. It's a trilogy.
Okay.
So this time, we gotta go bigger than ever.
How you gonna go bigger than Mafiathon 2? I mean, you did 30 days, 24/7. Like, that's insane.
This time, we're going for 1 million subscribers.
Oh, that's crazy. 1 million?
Nobody's ever done it.
Okay, so say you hit 1 million.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
See, that's the thing. I've been thinking and thinking and thinking, but it's like, I just don't know.
Nah, you hit 1 million subscribers, you gotta do something crazy. You gotta buy all of us Lamborghinis.
Hell no.
Actually, you should skydive naked.
No.
You should tap my face on your ass.
I got it. You gotta cut your hair.
Yo.
That's actually a good one.
You hit 1 million subscribers, you gotta cut your hair.
So where is Phantom? Is Phantom officially, like, for real out of AMP? I don't know. I'm out of the lore. The last time I really watched streamers was back in the day with Flight, and I remember when it was McQueen and he like ran into Flight. It was Pootie, and he ran into Flight. I used to watch Flight sometimes, their IRL streams and McQueen's IRL streams. Chart, you know, all of them. So I'm out of the lore, but I did see the Phantom. I thought they were talking about, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. Maybe somebody can update me on that once I start posting clips.
Cut my hair?
It's gotta go.
You tripping, bro.
It'd be a good look.
You know what? Fuck it. Bet.
Okay, ready? 10, take 2.
You boys should have killed me when you had the chance.
Did that hit anyone? No, you idiot! Oh shit, get him, Ray! Now, what would y'all do without me?
Again, production value is through the roof. Through the roof. It just as somebody who remembers, like, before the internet was somewhere you would go to kick it. Like, I remember dial-up. I was born in 90. So I remember, like, and honestly, like, Razor phones, honestly, it was such a cool time to be born in because you got to see how things were back then and how things are now. So I remember when you would get the Razor phone and you couldn't chill on the internet for long because, you know, you could only get on there to get minutes. Now the internet is somewhere you just chill on. Like, it's a place you can chill. It's cool seeing how much has progressed. And it's crazy to think about where we'll be in the next 10 years, for sure. Yeah, these production values are awesome.
I'm scared. Hey, calm down. Listen, we're in a tight spot right now. Whatever happens, happens. We die. We die. I love you guys. Let's go with a fucking bang. Bitch, guess what?
On 3, we gonna get him to shoot. 1, 2, 3.
Mafiathon 3. I don't know. I'll probably catch some of that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch some of that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I definitely think we have to start counting some of this stuff as modern Black history. But the caveat that I always say is, if it's in the entertainment industry and the powers that be behind the scenes, much like Meyer Lansky talking about the mafia, much like Gotti behind the scenes talking about the mafia, if it's not us, is that really us? So I always have to give, I do want to give Cenat credit. I want to give AMP credit. But I'm looking at the powers that be. Same thing with the music industry. We see these artists and like the Lil Yachty thing that just happened recently. Everybody was attacking Yachty, but I'm like, yo, why are we not mad at his label that doesn't, that his label CEO that might roll up his window really fast when he drives by a Black neighborhood, spending literally millions of dollars promoting this? Don't get me started on how the entertainment industry incentivizes mainstream Americans to scream the N-word at concerts. I'll be talking all day. But so yeah, big shout out to Cenat for that. I would like to see more ownership as far as streaming platforms that are giving the bags out. I would like to see us more at that level. But yeah, the things that Kai has done, especially as a gamer, the games that he's played and what he's done, the Batman series, the Minecraft series with Speed, it definitely has to be counted as Black history at this point. It has to. Speaking of history, Cracker Barrel. Let's see, where's somebody said they took the cracker and the barrel. Yeah. The most interesting thing about this to me is they changed the logo, right? And they took the dude away. So was he the cracker? Look, maybe I'm not allowed to say that on stream. Was he? Because they took the barrel and then they took the dude. Where's the cracker? Is that wrong to say? They took the barrel away and the dude. Barrel, dude. Where's the crack? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm wondering. Why is Wayne trending? What did Wayne do? Hope he's all right. A little twist freestyle. You know what? We'll play it.
Anywhere extra new women, I'm talking several. I hold a gun to a heckler. Disco come with a zoom, it'll knock the diamonds out. Bezels will knock the fuzz off a feather. You knock the T off your Tesla. Eliante water,
Yo, Twist has gotten a lot better. Well, hold on now.
keep me frozen like Esler, it keep me gliding like Drexler. It's Twizzy Rogers Nelson, the prince of the building. Leave your face on the gilding to you. Bitch, I'm a dog, but I'm a hero. The children, the bag filled in the bag Louis or the bag Christian, the mad villain in brown denim. The watch say Shador, but got the hoes snorting Dylan. Hot shit, you get.
Yo, he rapping. One thing about these Young Money artists though is besides Drake and Nicki, it's on the same thing happened on Shady Records. It's like the star is the star, but the other artists be around, but you just don't really hear from them a lot. It's weird. Twist, I think, is one of them people. I feel like I think that it is beneficial sometimes to not sign to a major with feature artists because you sort of fall into the background. Shout out to Twist. I still don't know why Wayne is trending. Wayne gives cross pendant chain to disabled fan forced to wait 17 years to see him. Yo, shout out to Wayne, man. Shout out to Wayne. A lot of people, shoot, with this whole Kendrick thing, going on, a lot of people, there's a lot of mainstreamers in the game who are just looking to hate on artists. And I think this is cool, man. I think this is cool. I think it's awesome. As much as artists are controlled and suppressed in the industry, anytime an artist is able to use their influence to positively affect someone's life, I said, I gotta call that a win. And I've heard, look, this is somebody, I've spent 10 years in the industry. I do my research. You know what I'm saying? I watch my interviews. I'm not one of these people who, I don't want to call myself a streamer. I'm not one of these people who don't know what's going on out here. You know, I know a little bit more than the average bear. Owned the label for quite some time. Saw some creepy industry stuff, went indie. Go look up some Coolio interviews. Go look up Lupe Fiasco when he was crying about his block. I believe that some of these bags that the industry gives out, they have. I've heard him talk about it. Coolio said, I wish I could find it. We'll watch that at some point. Coolio said, as soon as he started trying to educate black people, suddenly his kids started getting arrested. Guns in airports, stuff like that. You know, the old gun in the luggage gambit. So I believe that some of these industry bags, a lot of these industry bags come with caveats that it may sound strange to the uninitiated, but caveats that they really can't use that money in certain ways. So it's always good to see them using their influence. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, marketing at its finest. Let's go over here real quick. We about to switch back over to YouTube. I gotta play this King Los Yukon freestyle. I really hope that I don't get a copyright strike for that because I'm trying to promote, bro. Harden. Let's see what's going on in entertainment. Onion wears viral slam. Kai Cenat. Dokes memes propelled to surprise mother Dokes. Yo, I gotta get back into Dexter. That was a pretty decent show. The books were crazy. Mr. Beast's Rolling Stone blunder fuels online backlash. On August 26th, 2025, YouTube star Jimmy Donaldson, known as Mr. Beast, ignited online backlash after mistakenly confusing Rolling Stone magazine with the band The Rolling Stones. His deleted tweet questioning the placement and mocking comedian Caleb Heron drew accusation of pettiness and harmful. They're using the H word. Users defending Heron's authentic humor and highlighting Mr. Beast's perceived out-of-touch attitude. Rolling Stones names Mrs. Rachel. Let me see. According to this list, a guy with 1 million followers is more influential than me. What did I do to piss off the Rolling Stones? This is Cloutville. So I'll tell you what, Mr. Beast, what he's doing in Africa is cool, but a lot of other people talking about it. I don't know what's up, bro. I don't know, man. Whenever I see somebody with a whole bunch of money, like a ton, I always look at like, all right, what they do? What they do? You know? I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Will Smith AI crowd. Why is Cardi trending? What's Cardi up to? That's 2021. I don't see any. We'll see. Was there anything new happening? Why would Future sign a Playboy Cardi? Why would they have him sign?
You should have Future.
Why did he have an I Am Music vinyl in the first place? Bro looks like Andrew Tate a little bit right here. Bro looks like Andrew Tate a little bit. Yeah, that's crazy. Why would they have him sign that? I don't get it. Yo, shout out to Future too, because another one I got to talk about, because a lot of people don't know Future is from the same crew as Outkast. That's why I be getting salty when I see him promoting this very, 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 very stereotypical music. Cause bro can really rap. Bro really is from a crew of serious artists. CeeLo, Goody Mob, I believe, is in that mug. Outkast, was it Rico Wade? Like, a lot of people don't know Future is really part of a legit crew of artists. That's why he was able to hold his own on that Killer Mike album. I would like to see Future do more on the Dungeon Family side. But, you know, once people get in the industry, they basically, a lot of times you hear these rappers promoting certain lifestyles and you find out they don't really live them like that. But when I listen to Future, I hear somebody who has a very high level of skill, who is very, very, very controlled by an industry that promotes stereotypes. You know what I mean? But you see these flashes of brilliance sometimes in the stories that he tells. And some of his lines. So I hope that one day Future is able to sort of break out of the industry control and tap more into that Dungeon Family side. For those that don't know, look up Dungeon Family. Like, this is a different kind of a stream, you know what I mean? Look up Dungeon Family. Do your homework, you know what I mean? Is that why he trending? All right, I want to play this Yukon freestyle, and I hope I don't get a copyright strike. I really hope I don't. Let's see, is there anything else we got going on here? Oh, let's do news. Shoot. $14-year-olds. That's a little prayers up for everybody involved for sure. Oh, Trump with the freaking water thing. But I won't promote that. But I saw a video of Trump talking about how turn the water back on. He had to go turn the water back on by hand. I just kind of look at it like, all right, that's what they got going on over there. That's what they got going on over there, I guess. On that side of the political spectrum, I don't trust either party. I side with Malcolm. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm gonna play this. Hopefully, I don't get a copyright strike for this. I really hope, because this is dope writing. This is King Lo's Yukon freestyle, and I'm gonna pause it because I notice a lot of people. Ooh, I might get a copyright strike. I don't know. I hope I don't. I got one for last video, and I really don't want to get another one. I'm gonna play a teeny tiny bit of it. Let's see.
Come on, yeah. Yeah, okay, hold up, yeah. All right, hold up, yeah, check it.
I really hope I don't.
I say, these rappers way too smart to talk to me, dumb. Y'all niggas play all day like Martin reruns. That rapper.
These rappers way too smart to talk to me, dumb. Y'all play all day like Martin reruns. You can tell when an artist spends some time in battle rap culture, because there's a crew called EFB. Every freaking bar and every bar in this freestyle, there is something to find. So you got 2 punches already.
In Denali got light skills. Yukon shit. That rapper in Denali got light skills. Yukon. Want to talk to me, dumb. Y'all niggas play all day like Martin reruns. That rapper in Denali got light skills. Yukon shit, retire and right wheels. Please don't F that up. I wrote a
Denali got light skills. Yukon should retire and right wheels. Wheels. Okay, so look, as far as a lot of people don't understand how difficult this is to do. To me, there's levels of punchlines. There's just very basic ones, and if you're looking for it, you got to go back to your English lessons, similes and metaphors. The most basic type of punchlines you could do, to me, are ones that use like. The next step up is what I would call metaphoric language, meaning you don't need to use like to get your punchline. And then the highest level of writing, to me, is when you can carry a metaphor or a punchline or a thought over multiple lines. So what we're hearing King Los do right now is a car scheme, Denali. It's a Yukon freestyle. You know what I'm saying? These are types of cars. He talks about wheels. You see what I'm saying? So he's making sure to put effort into every bar. And I think that's what's missing from a lot of modern hip hop talk, is just in-depth lyrical analysis.
flow that could break pads, press and get left jacked up. Every time I put my foot on the gas, it's going pop. You don't want me to.
He said it could break pads left and get jacked up. You know what I mean? He's continuing that car scheme.
Break lines down, it don't stop. Think you in my.
When you break lines down, it don't stop. Because that's what happens with break lines. And God bless my break lines right now. In Jesus' name, amen. For sure.
My lane got me in the funk. My pool attracted trailers colliding with a drunk. I don't chill between killings. I probably hit the blunt. Then I'm shooting through your funeral with bodies in the motherfucking Yukon. Yeah. Then I lay low somewhere out in Utah.
Y'all gotta listen to this, man. I don't want to get a copyright strike, but King Los, every day I make sure to check my rankings as far as the best rapper alive, and it changes daily because there's always new work getting put out. King Los is up there right now. He's been up there, but you gotta give props, man. There's too many people just going for the vibes and they don't want to pay attention to the bars, man. Shout out to King Los. All right, so we're gonna end this with watching one of my favorite. We'll watch like a little bit of one of my favorite movies, Gotti, based on a true story. Yeah, man. Let's see if we can up quality a little bit. Nope. We rock it out. We rock it out, bro. Here, let me do this.
Makes you think. Makes you think about the people in your life. And I think of Neil. And if he was sitting there right now, what he'd say to me? He'd say, John, what's it about?
What's it about?
What's life about? If you don't go through it as a man's man. You say, suck it up. Take the fall. Do the time. That's made you who you are. That makes you what you are. How long we been around this thing of ours? This goes nostro.
I got to make sure I say this too, because as somebody who has walked different paths in life, you encounter different ideologies, and to me, one of the most interesting but potentially damaging ideologies that you can participate in is omerta, the code of silence, popularized and spread by the mafia specifically. And now you see, you got your 1090 Jakes, you got Whack 100, you got DJ Academics, you got all these streamers trying to talk about who's snitching. And I used to really, you know, you grow up in the culture, that's something that is presented to you. And I still believe that there are instances where, you know, you make your bed, you lie in it. Like if hypothetically I decide to hustle with somebody and we make an agreement to hustle and do something possibly illegal, and then somebody gets caught, then, you know, you signed up for that. I believe that there's losses that I've took in the street that you just got to take that L, and it's either like you're either going to go do something about it and potentially risk your freedom, or you're going to leave it. Or, you know, because you can't go tell. So that comes with it. But I think that what a lot of people aren't looking at is the destruction that kind of mentality causes. Honestly, in real life, and look, I'm somebody who used to be in charge of a crew of like-minded individuals. They may or may not have described us as a gang at one time. Crazy enough, it's crazy. Of course, we were not a gang. But there was enough of us moving around and doing things in certain locations where they were looking at me like, yo, what are you in charge of? And all kind of people. You encounter all kind of people. But one thing that omerta does is it protects those who prey on the innocent and the weak. Being around people like that, one thing that I've learned is, if you are coming up to me bragging about how you don't snitch, I'm going, okay. So if there is a kid or something that is being harmed, you're not going to say nothing. You're not going to say nothing. You're just going, and that to me is the most, or if there is somebody on the block and they are destroying your community and you're watching neighborhood kids walk by and seeing them destroy your community, well, the choice is you either do something or you stay quiet. And to me, I think that's a very foolish and immature way to think. And the third reason for it, again, as somebody who's taken losses in the street and just, you know, paused, took it on the chin, didn't say nothing. The third, I think, most destructive thing that it does is it makes you put your future in the hands of your enemy. No snitching is kind of like this game that people play where it ignores all the evil that you do. And the worst thing you can be is somebody who speaks up. And if you're running around living kind of childish to some degree, or living in a certain way, I get it. I've lived that way. But when you have kids, when you're in an environment where there might be people destroying your environment, look, people don't talk about how many households and families have been destroyed, how many people have suffered because all of the trusted adults in a situation won't speak up about the creepy uncle. That's really what I be like, or the creepy aunt. Everybody just be quiet, and people suffer. Children suffer because of this. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've seen it. Like, I've seen moms is strung out, dad is strung out, and won't nobody say nothing. Nobody will do anything. Everybody just stays quiet and let it happen. And so when people are trying to go to the fridge for food, there's no food in the fridge. And it's like people will speak up about programming this and programming that, but nobody will have an honest conversation about this. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to go say that I'm looking, I've not spoken up for a lot of years of my life, and there's some things that I'm not gonna speak up on, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, all right, yo, you're my enemy, so I'm just gonna believe that we have this. This is how people really be getting over for real. They'll find a little homie. This is what they do. They'll find a little homie and get him all subscribed to Omerta. So that means he's gonna throw his life away. I remember seeing a mafia documentary, and I'm gonna play the movie, but I remember seeing a mafia documentary. It was I might have been Soprano. I can't remember what it was, but they said all the men in the village where we came from are dead from vendettas, because that's what Omerta does. It makes you have to go deal with it. You have to go deal with it. Listen to me, man. Call me what you want. I've taken losses in the street that I'll never bring up. But if I'm dealing with a crazy lady, if I have an ex who is tripping, guys out there, if you're dealing with somebody who is on some fatal attraction stuff, man, say what you want. You can go try to handle that yourself and see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, once you mature toward past a certain point, it's about protecting yourself without putting yourself in danger. You can go, hey, go ahead. Riding in cars with people. Right? I had a situation where somebody hopped in my car, didn't tell me what they had on me. That Omerta thing, you better believe it tells you better go throw your life away. You better believe it'll set you up to be a crash dummy. I'm just letting you know. Since nobody will tell you, since everybody is so far, and it's always the people who really, a lot of times, aren't really living like that. It's always the people I notice on camera telling people business who are the biggest proponents of Omerta. It's always the people rushing online to tell everybody else's business, to snitch on people, who are the first ones to talk about no snitching. That's what I noticed. No, a code of silence is a code of silence. You shouldn't be on camera. I don't even look. This streaming thing is kind of different for me because I don't really like to be on camera like that. But yeah, no snitching means if you're riding in a car with somebody and they have something crazy and they know they have something crazy and y'all get flicked, God forbid, and that person don't speak up, no snitching says you go to jail and you do that time. You do that time. And this is and to me, that's stupid. Now, the solution to that situation to me is I have a strict rule about what you get in my car with. Everybody that I'm cool with, they know don't get in my car with nothing crazy. I'm not claiming nothing don't even put me in that situation. As soon as somebody sit in my car, I go, you don't have nothing crazy on you, do you? Because if you do, you need to leave it right now. I don't even put me in that situation. You know what I'm saying? If you get in my car, you are told multiple times, don't bring nothing in my car. And to y'all listening in the future, that's how you deal with situations like that. Avoid situations where you could be seen as a snitch if you speak up. Avoid hanging out with people who will turn around and try to call you a snitch if you speak up. Don't do crimes with people, bruh. Don't do crime. I'm going to say that. But if you're going to move around, move solo. Don't even put yourself in these kind of situations. You know what I'm saying? because it is a system that is formulated to destroy you and destroy your life. And these people running around here having paperwork parties, doing all this stuff, telling everybody business online, they won't tell you that part. They won't tell you about the homie who did 25 years for something that wasn't his because he didn't want to speak up, and then his baby moms or his girlfriend or his wife is moving on outside of jail, and the homies aren't taking care of him, putting money on his books. The same story happens over and over and over again. Street credit does not transfer to the boardroom, my G. It does not. So you're smart if you just avoid situations like the one we're watching altogether, and that's my rant.
20 years. I mean, what's it about? It's about the rules, parameters. When you take the beating for the friend, you don't run, you don't lay down, you don't betray who you are, what you are.
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem is basic. You pick it up in the street. That goes with the street. You got to remember Angie here. I love this guy. I loved him. And he was stupid. He never listened to me. He always wanted the goddamn dope money. He never rolled. Do you know that? He never rolled. My brother Gene, Joey, the Mig, they don't roll. They're doing 1,000 years now. They don't roll. They don't rat white. That's the rule. You don't break, you don't rat.
You hear him talking about it? Now, the context of this situation is he talking about it from a jail cell. His homies is doing thousands of years. And he's saluting them because they didn't snitch. And I'm going to be real. Like I said, I don't think that you're honorable if you get into a situation where everybody around you, there's an agreement that we're not going to say nothing. And then when somebody get caught, you run. No, you should avoid that entire situation in the first place. That's what I'm saying. You should be smart enough to go, all right, this is not really the best kind of mentality to be around. I don't feel like doing 25 years for somebody for something that is not mine. Let me not even kick it with them people. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm a spiritual person, and Omerta normalizes sin. And I've seen it up close. I've really seen. I was raised in a Christian household. I was raised in a Muslim household. I was raised around witches. I've been in the music industry. I've been in the street. I've been in college. I hung out with the skaters. I hung out with the jocks. I hung out with all these different people. I done seen it from the highest to the lowest. You cannot dodge your own karma. And Omerta twists up the idea of karma to turn it into what you can get away with. And that's the stupidest way ever to live, because you can't outrun karma. You can't outrun karma. And the streets will have, Omerta will have you thinking you can outrun karma. I'm telling you, you can't do it.
Basic rules. Gives you a little power, right? Not the kind of power these feds have. God forbid, right? God forbid we pull their chain in public, right? Fucking dress better than them, they take it personal, like it's a fucking vendetta, right? They're supposed to act better than the rest of us. Just want me to be something I wasn't even born to be.
Humble.
Humble.
They want you to be humble.
Yeah, so you humble me. What you got now? You got a war.
You got anarchy.
You got a global war. You got the Chinks, you got the Dominicans, the Asians, the Russians, the Colombians, the Jamaicans. What they doing? They desecrate the nation. You got your veritable fucking snowstorms of cocaine and smack, whatever the hell else they shove in their veins. You got a worldwide crime syndicate now. There's no rules. There's no parameters. There's no feelings.
There's no parameters.
There's no feelings for this country.
Anarchy.
You got anarchy.
You got anarchy.
So? 5, 10 years from now, they're gonna wish it was American Cosa Nostra. 5, 10 years from now, they're gonna miss John Gotti.
Refresh your
Yeah,
space
man.
with a mid-century make.
Now, his story is interesting because they was telling him to chill. And he just kept talking, kept talking, kept talking, kept talking. They was telling him to chill, but he just kept talking. They was telling him, calm down, stop. You doing too much. You bringing too much attention to yourself. And he just wanted to keep going, bro. Armand Asante did a great job. We don't watch, look, I got to make this clear. We don't watch the Nicolas Cage Gotti movie. All right? We don't watch that. We don't watch the Nicolas Cage Gotti movie. That's not, we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I just got to make that clear. Here, I'm going to skip ahead. There's a lot of people from The Sopranos in here too. So now I was going to get back into his backstory. You know what I mean? This movie does a really good job of showing karma as well.
Hey, Ian. I love you, Pete. Remember the time we were in Vegas, we see that funny guy, Joey Villain?
Yeah, at the Riviera,
Yeah.
right?
Who's the guy who walked in the bar that night, Jojo?
That short guy.
Yeah, Jojo.
Oh, yeah, that's a funny story.
Listen to the story.
He from The Sopranos. But look, this is also giving you a bit of insight. I've seen this movie so many times, but the way that he talks, he just naturally says people's names. He just naturally says people's names. That comes back later.
Jojo comes into the bar, right? He's wearing a solid gold buckle. This big, says Jojo on it. He's got a bracelet on his arm, says Jojo on it. Got a fucking necklace.
That's two Sopranos people right now. That's two Sopranos. That's Pussy, and that's what's his name? He goes, He's older.
Says Jojo.
Tony's right hand man.
He's got solid gold cufflinks. They all say Jojo on it, right?
What's the name?
Little chink bellhop walks in. He says, "Excuse me, Mr. Jojo." He says, "Shut the fuck up. I don't want nobody to know I'm here."
Now look, that's poignant because yet again, it's like it's foreshadowing. He's talking about this guy, and it's funny because you see it happen all the time today. Like I just said, most of the people talking about snitching are telling everybody, are literally snitching. Most of the people who worry about people snitching are the first to talk about people's business online. He's telling a story about somebody named JoJo who had gold cufflinks with his name, all that stuff. And then when someone came and noticed him, he said, "Hey, I don't want anyone to notice I'm here." It's that what you call cognitive dissonance. There's a disconnect between the fact that you are drawing attention, but you say you don't want it. I say the same thing for these people running these paperwork streams, bruh. You're always calling people a snitch, but you tell people's business all day. I can't get with it, bruh. This generation of older dudes on like YouTube. Am I talking about me? It's like, no. This generation of older dudes on YouTube who are obsessed with revealing the deepest, darkest secrets from other dudes. I don't know about it. That's strange to me. That's strange to me. But yeah, that story he told is definitely foreshadowing.
All right. Yeah, do what you want with yours. I'm getting down on the Knicks.
Hey, John, who wants a bigger piece of you, huh? Your bookie or your tailor?
I'm split right down the middle, baby. Put out the fucking cigarette before you give us all cancer, please.
Cancer? What cancer, huh? Nobody proved nothing. The
Also foreshadowing.
government has not proved that cigarettes cause cancer.
What fucking government is he talking about now?
I don't know.
You know tobacco people own the feds?
Fuck that.
Put out the fucking cigarette.
Put the cigarette.
Put it out.
Are you serious? Yeah. What a fucking ball breaker here.
Hey, Gene, you going to Mom's later?
It's Friday night. Me and Peter both going, right?
Give it up.
His brother.
Put your shirt on top of it. Hey, Pete, kick something into that like you're supposed to. No, right now. Then me kick in. Come on, you've been...
So look, this is something else. People always want to talk about this mafia stuff. Mafia. If you study the mafia, they got to kick up. Part of joining the mafia and part of, being part of that, they got to kick up like a certain amount of bands every week. Every week I saw 6 bands, 7 bands. They got to kick up a certain amount of bands every week. Also, a lot of people talking about they bosses and stuff. You ain't a boss if you don't have a protected, safe place for you and your crew to chill, bro. Like, we not on the block no more. We not on the block no more. We should be owning businesses at the very least.
Robbing cannolis from us for 20 fucking years now.
Hey, John, your old man told me that your mother's got a Zulu maid.
Fucking guy.
They super racist too. Look, The Godfather too. Hey, and look, this is where as a black viewer, you get this sense of detachment because everyone celebrates these films, and I like these movies too. But they talk about us. It's such a weird thing. Racism is such a strange thing because it's like when you're dealing with someone who's like real anti-black, they'll talk about black people crazy, but they don't necessarily act like they hate you all the time. It's weird. It's weird. So yeah, as a black viewer, this is where that disconnect happens. It's like, all right, this is not a story. I'm black and watching this, but this is not a story for us.
You know, he never wanted me to marry Vicky. Best thing that ever happened to me in my life.
And why?
Never wanted me to marry her.
And why not, John?
Now, Gotti is different because, now look, Gotti was different because he would work with other people, though. Gotti is different. And look, that's where these racists be losing, y'all. That's where these racists be losing. They can't get money with other people. That's like low key, like, what you call it? Natural selection. I think racism is spiritual and physical natural selection. Spiritually, you're cooked. You're cooked. You think you're gonna get after all of this, if you believe in God, especially these people talking about they Christian, you think you're gonna get to the end of your life and talk to God like, oh yeah, I was racist my entire life, but yeah, let me in. He's gonna be like, nah. Whole generations, whole bloodlines, crispy. But anyway, but yeah, the other reason why I think it is spiritual natural selection is because they can't work with other people. They can't work with other people. You can't get money with nobody if you're sitting around here too scared to be around a black person or a native person. Like, it's too much money out here. You know what I'm saying? Even doing my little DoorDash runs, you got to be able to interact with everybody. And shout out to all the dashers out there for sure. Shout out to all the people going after that money. You know what I'm saying? That money and with that bag. You know what I mean? People, I'm not even going to say how much people be making out here, but yeah, you got to be able to get money with everybody.
Well, Vicky's stepfather's Italian, but her real father was a Jew. So? So the Jews whacked out Jesus.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know, maybe he had it coming.
Oh, under the table. Watch out for that bolt of lightning.
Now look, this is powerful too because as soon as he starts blaspheming, Neil walks in. Neil is the big homie, you know what I'm saying? As soon as he starts blaspheming about Jesus, they say under the table, under the table. Boom, Neil walks in. Now, what the streets do, this is called the underworld. What the streets do, by the way, I'm a civilian these days. I don't know nothing about no street activity, you know what I'm saying? If you hear me talking about it, that's from a past life or a hypothetical situation. I don't know anybody's names. If I do know somebody's names, I might have forgot. I don't know nothing about nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I have heard stories, and I do have life experience from a long time ago that you might hear me reference, possibly. You know what I'm saying? I got to make that clear. Soon as he started blaspheming, Neil showed up, though. Soon as he started blaspheming. And in that, what they call it the criminal underworld. In a regular world, the man who just walked into this bar has bodies on bodies on bodies, friends, family, whatever. We seen that Sopranos scene where same actor, I can't believe I forgot his name, but he went to a psychic, and the psychic could see all the bodies that he had on him. But in the mafia, a high-ranking officer just walked in. So in the underworld, a good thing just walked in, but in the regular world, a skeletal hand to pull you deeper into the underworld just walked in.
That's fun. It's Neil, huh?
Hey, Neil.
It's Neil.
All right, man. What is it?
Ricardo wants to see you.
He wants to see me?
Hmm.
Really, right now?
Right now.
And she goes with?
Now look, this is interesting too because I don't know if y'all heard, but it said that let's turn it up. Don Carlo wants to see him. Don Carlo wants to see him. And in the mafia, that could mean a promotion, or that could mean you not getting anywhere after this. You're gonna walk into a room and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Watch the reactions of the crew. I noticed this on my second or third watch of this movie. I like to just watch movies and study film, study music, study art, whatever. Watch the reactions of his crew.
Bring him along.
You see that?
And
they were shaking their head because they don't know.
what is it?
Carlo wants to see you.
He wants to see me.
Hmm.
Really, right now?
Right now.
Angie goes with?
Look at. You see his face? You said no.
Bring him along.
Andiamo.
Angie, andiamo.
They're going to the boss house.
Who would have thought the king of the volcano lived in this place?
It's the old-timer style, Angie. You don't flash nothing. Hey,
You hear what he said? It's the old timer style. He don't flash nothing. That's what's missing today. Everybody want to be, everybody want to be out there. Everybody want to be freaking showing. But the boss, low key.
you stink.
Well, Angie can't come?
Don Carlos sent for you, not Angie. Let him talk. Don't interrupt. He's old, but he's still sharp. And don't dare underestimate him.
It's not just about being tired of it. It's that it drained you in places you didn't even know were linked.
Let me see if I can get this tweet out.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Hey, there he is.
Sonny Gravano. You know John Gotti?
That's Sammy the Bull.
Same.
Hey, he's still around too, so we'll be watching. We'll be watching some of his videos too, for sure.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
Why are you smiling? You must have good things.
Nothing but. Come by my club sometime. We'll go bouncing.
Sounds good. We're expecting you, fellas.
Oh, thank you, Sammy.
When you hear him say nothing but good things, that means they was moving around. You know what I mean? That means they was moving around. Good means different things to different people.
Ricardo, this is John Gotti.
How are you?
Paul Castellano.
How you doing, Paul?
Joe Armon.
John? How are you?
Well, sit down, sit down. I heard good things. You built Carmine's Brownsville book up. 100,000 a month. 100,000.
He's bringing in $100,000.
Never took a dime from the top. I'm a young man not tempted by foolish money. You seem to respect my policy on drugs.
They did not play that. Now look at it, and that's Paul. Paul Castellano. We're not gonna get to it today, but there's an interesting blooper or like a thing that they missed during a later scene in this movie that really like it irks my nerves that they didn't catch it. But yeah, he was a businessman, and a lot of the decisions that he made changed the shape of the mafia at the time, because they always said that he was more of a businessman than a street guy.
You know, the feds, they tolerate certain things. Not drugs. You make your crew understand they deal in drugs, that's all. They die.
Yeah, I've done that.
They was not rocking with the drugs.
I tell you this because I see a future for you. First, something else. My nephew used to say it. Not of our life, no. The Wesleys. Scum. Irish scum. They blew his face away and they put him back in a car. The man responsible has been found. Lives in Staten Island.
Another Sopranos guy right there. That's Uncle June.
I want you to do this for me.
Stop.
From this moment, you're under my flag.
Grazie, Uncle.
I want you to take one of my men with you.
Then it look, hey, he thought he was in. He was in. You know what I mean? Paul jumps in and says he wants to send one of his guys. So yeah, this is his initiation. And that's that karma we talking about. His nephew has been affected. But they're not seeing it. They're detached from the idea that what happened to his nephew could be because of all the evil they doing. So in their mind, they just on revenge, and that's where John comes in. But now Paul wants to add somebody.
Ralph Gallon. I'll fill Neil in with the details.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
He didn't say nothing in the moment, but he was salty about that. Imagine you just got to where you trying to go, and then somebody was like, hey, bring this random dude. Bring this random person with you right quick.
This is a walk in the sun.
I want you to take one of my men with you. Ralph Gallon.
Yo, we'll catch more of this later, y'all. I'm about to go cook. But look, peace and love. I'm about to get up out of here.